Karin Sprague is at the historic Swan Point Cemetery near the banks of the Seekonk River in Rhode Island. She is here on this misty fall day finishing the installation of this hand-carved gravestone that began months ago. The stone was designed by Sprague and skillfully carved by one of her fellow artisans at her studio in nearby North Scituate, Rhode Island. This simple slate stone, with intricate hand-carved artwork and text, serves to poignantly memorialize a life well lived. Sprague is responsible for hundreds of such gravestones she and her studio have created for nearly 2 decades.
What my team of carvers are providing is a customized, one-of-a-kind work of art that you won't find in a catalog, you won't find at a regular monument shop. I don't consider myself a monument dealer. We're artists, we're sculptors. Every life is different, and every stone we carve is different.
Karin's stone carvings are recognized for her sensitivity, reverence, and artistic detail. The work and workshop are visited annually during the town's Open Studios tour in November. The hand-carved stonework beckons back to those cut by stone carvers of the 19th century. The studio contains a workspace on the ground floor for stone carving and a design space on the second floor to work with clients. The group from Wellesley Congregational Church meets with Karin to discuss the design for a new stone carving that will mark an area of the old church graveyard recently opened to intern the remains of loved ones. Increasingly, Karin finds that she is working with groups to create lasting carved tributes, memorializing communities.
It was at the Stone Foundation where I met Alexandra Morosco, who is a West Coast sculptor. I received a call to help her in a commission on the Aran Islands in Ireland. She knew that she would be able to create the sculptural element of this memorial, and she needed a letter carver, and she gave me that opportunity to create this memorial on a raw piece of stone on this raw little rock island on Inisheer to remember those that the sea has taken. To be given the opportunity to work in collaboration with a gifted sculptor and to commemorate not just one life, but to be given the opportunity to design something to help heal a community.
Karin is also a teacher, leading workshops in stone-carved lettering.
In 2012, I was invited to come to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I designed lettering for the word stone in 38 different languages. The design was transferred onto the stone, and we welcomed carvers who had just put the chisel in their hand that morning to just cut a little bit of the background away. We welcomed carvers that were there for the workshop or for the whole conference, and in a week and a half together, this commemorative block was carved and was done. We had carvers on all 4 sides, sometimes 2 carvers to a side, so there'd be 8 of us. And it sits there silently in downtown Santa Fe for you to touch. It's not in a museum where you're not allowed to touch it.
Karin has developed a reputation of responding honestly and deeply to the stories family members relate of a loved one being remembered. She has become a sought-after artist, speaker, and teacher.
The core of my work is not to remember the death, but to mark the life of the person and to embrace that which was incredibly alive within that person. And that same theme runs through when I'm working on a public piece, collaborating with many artists. What I feel I'm moving toward is creating memorials, not just for one person, but that I'd be called to create a concept, a memorial concept that would be in a public place, that I will collaborate with many artists. It's coming.
For more information on commissioned work, lectures, and stone carving workshops, contact Karin at her studio in North Scituate, Rhode Island.